Alright, so a little over a year ago, I answered a question on Quora. That question was, why do people drive their old beater cars instead of buying a newer, more fuel-efficient vehicle? That question blew up and exploded. I made a video on it a little over a year ago. That exploded. So here we are, a little over a year later. She's still here. Alright, so for those new to the channel, meet Big Bertha, my 98 Lincoln Town Car, the Money Printer Edition. Never fails. Fires right up. Got the old Mother Nature exhaust system. Still hasn't fallen off yet. Oh, this power plant will not stop, I swear. Last week, I actually ran this thing out of oil. Completely out, to the point where it was smoking out of the reservoir cap and the oil light was on. I changed it, filled it with oil. It's fine. Alright, so now I have a Bluetooth coolant reservoir cap because there's a coolant leak somewhere in this general area. I don't want to find out what it is. I've tried looking for it. It's right underneath the headers, and I'm pretty sure that it's not something that's easily replaceable. So an old school trick, just get rid of it. It won't pressurize and it won't leak. Yes, I would still drive this across the country. These tattoos are getting huge. I need to get Big Bertha out of the tattoo shop, I swear. Like, this is getting out of control, but that's nothing compared to what the frame looks like. An update on the as far as the body goes in this car, somebody reversed really hard into this car. They hit it so hard that it kinked the rear bumper up into the trunk, which from a previous accident that happened before the car was mine, the bumper was bent downward too far from the trunk. It bent it back up into the trunk. As you can see, this gap is really, really narrow. It's almost touching. And it gets bigger over here. That used to be a huge gap. We noticed nothing's lined up. Not even on the taillight or the trunk. Everything's messed up. And they hit it so hard that this door gap got huge. Compared to this one, does not affect the car at all. Still drives beautiful. 234,000 miles. So I'm still doing almost 20,000 miles a year. I've actually lost a little on that average because I now own multiple vehicles and I'm driving those more now. Also, that includes door dashing in town. It's not all highway. 23 miles a gallon. A lot of idling. I don't know who said that V8 cars were bad on fuel. This one's the exact opposite of that. Got the good old clean install going on here. Still holding on strong. The stock speakers in this car, I kid you not, they are the best sounding speakers of any vehicle I've ever driven. Includes all aftermarket. I don't know what's up with them, but they are one of the biggest things I love about this car. Old school Sonys also sound really good. Obviously this car's got not one, but two leather couches. if I ever have to get rid of this car, which by the looks of the frame, it looks like it's going to happen, I'm making this into a couch. This is comfortable. Obviously, we got the trunk. Obviously a disaster. I drive this thing every day. I try to keep fluid with me because she's an old car. She doesn't leak anything, but, well, doesn't as long as there's no coolant reservoir cap. We'll leave it at that. I swear the trunk shuts easier after getting rear-ended the second time. Alright, so the initial purchase price of Big Bertha here was $1,200. At the 3-year mark, the total ownership cost, which includes the purchase price and all non-maintenance repairs, because with maintenance, every car needs maintenance, so I'm excluding that. A newer car, still gonna need maintenance. That cost was at $1,600. That was $45. Oh, would you look at that? I swear, these cars are like just popping up tonight. The monthly cost of ownership was $45 a month at the 3-year mark. Find a car payment that low. You ain't gonna find that. Find a car that won't depreciate that much, more than that much a month. You won't find that. I could probably sell this car for more than I paid for it. Alright, so here we are now at the 4-year mark. I had a couple repairs. I had to replace all 4 brake calipers because of the amount of rust that this car has. They seized. And I also had to replace the shift linkage because, again, rust. These are not things that would normally go out if the car wasn't so rusted, so I don't blame the car, but they were still part failures. That totaled out to $180. I do all the work myself, so it's cheap. The new total cost of ownership at the 4-year mark is $1,780. That comes out to $38 a year. The car is actually costing me less money a month if I keep it going. That's why I call her the Money Printer Edition, because that's what she is. She prints money. I bet you if I kept driving her another year, probably gonna still be in savings. That brings me back to what we're gonna talk about here while we're driving this car. Also, while we're on this drive, tell me about what you drive every day. I want to know. Holding on to a cheap car like this really saves you money as long as it's a good one. This one's a good one. It's worth it. Anyways, let's hit the road. Here's one of the benefits to having a daily with a V8. It's a lot of fun. Just sounds awesome. Even with a Mother Nature exhaust system, it just sounds amazing. You just swing this car around. It's contrary to popular belief, these cars can handle, they can drift. They might be huge cars, but they can do it. Believe me. Come on, Big Bertha, why do you gotta click? I'm trying to make a video and you're over here clicking. Thank you. That is a nice view up there. That is a really, really nice view. You know, we got all these dealerships trying to get you to buy their cars for, I don't know, multiple double digits of grand. I don't know how the best way to describe that in an interesting, funny way. I would never daily a car worth more than $5,000. And this one was $1,200 in 2020. I don't even know what it's worth now. Hopefully that view means luck for this frame, because this car, the frame is really, really bad around the torque boxes. I made a whole video on it that you guys should check out. But that brings a good point. The cost of ownership of this car, if I were to fix the frame. I mean, if I could find a shop that'll do it for, let's just throw out a number, $500 to fix the frame on this, make this car last a couple more years, I honestly think it would be worth it, because the Panther platform as a whole is appreciating right now, And I absolutely love this car. I love everything about it. I know its history. I know the drivetrain's strong. I want to do stuff to this car. I especially want to do stuff to the motor since I might have to tear it down soon to fix that leak. And it's just a really, really good driving car that can handle. She might be big, but she can handle. That brings up a good point here. There's a shop in Ohio that happens to do frame rust repair. I'm probably gonna call them, see if I can get this thing looked at, and see if they'll fix it. Because if they fix it, this car will be saved, it'll be on the channel longer, and I probably will avoid driving it in salt as much as possible. I'm not gonna park it for the winter, but I'm definitely gonna keep it out of the salt. You know, especially since our winters are getting really, really laid back lately. Like, it hardly snowed last winter, and there's hardly any salt. Especially, I do plan on moving south. I'm not staying up here forever. Kinda tired of living up here. Especially with a YouTube channel based on cars, and all the nice stuff has to be kept, put away all winter. I'm going to be making a move soon, so I think it'd be really cool to save this car and give it another future. For now, as far as I know, it's runner until she's done. During this last oil change, I checked out the spot. It looks pretty much unchanged since the last time I looked at it, so we're pretty safe for a little while. But I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it, and I'm definitely going to contact that shop, have them look at this car. Let's do a little 0 to 60 pull. Let's see if she still got it. Nobody behind me. Or drive off. Brake test. The old Wagner's worked. I rearranged my interior. Oh man, that Jeep was scared to go. Oh man, he definitely doesn't get up to speed that quick anymore. I feel like I might have hurt this engine a little bit from running it out of oil. That was also kind of a horrible launch. This torque converter doesn't really get it up high enough. It was trying to do a burnout, oddly. Can she do a burnout? Oh boy, I'm about to do a burnout at this car wash. I don't even care. My lady's gonna be looking at me like I'm nuts. I'm sure she'll do a little one. She does a big one. That's nuts. Yep, she did. Smell burning rubber. Oh my god. I gotta do one more. We're in Mexico. Oh yeah. She got in her car. Alright, I'm done. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. I guess she is making power. I guess it's just the gearing and the torque converter that just can't get it down. She will do it up top though on the highway. Anyways, that's it. I'm gonna end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all the support on this car. I do believe this car deserves a life on YouTube because it clearly has a following. Thank you guys for watching.